What is up, everybody? How are you all doing today? We are going to take a first look at the Pumps and Hoses DLC. Gonna be a new DLC coming in September 26th, 2022 to FS22. And yeah, she's a little complicated, and it adds a lot of things to the game. But first off, let's go take a look at the equipment that it adds. Now, over here in Pumps and Hoses pack, we have all the equipment. We'll start off with a compressor. Your AC 115. This is just a compressor to clean out your umbilical hoses. Not really much to it. Takes 136 horsepower. You know, it is what it is. And over here we have our reels. We have the 240, or the H240, the DH240, and the FTH230. Now, all these do is hold your hoses. This can hold 1.3 kilometers of hose. The H240 can. The DH240 can hold 1.7 kilometers of hoses. Now, over here in the FTH230, that holds 0.4 kilometers, and I think it holds an extra 2,000 liters of slurry and or digestate to kind of give you a buffer. Then over here for the pumps, we have the PU 100 and the PU 300. Now, I think these only pump like 300 meters of hose, or the PU 100 does. So keep that in mind. Going over that will kind of cause issues. The PU 300 takes 200 horsepower. It hooks up 3-point. The PU 100 takes 160. The PU 300 also holds 2,800 liters of, I'm pretty sure it's just water, and that can pump up to 1,000 meters of hose. Now over here we have just your normal tank, or that you take out to the field. It's got a couple tire settings, nothing too impressive. Now this pumps up to 700 meters of hose, holds 49,000 liters of slurry and water. We'll get into the water here in a little bit. And the also we have another trailer, which is also like a pump and everything else. This holds 12,200 liters, can pump 1,500 meters of hose, and it takes 200 horsepower. Now we're getting over here into your slurry distributors. Actually, better yet, we'll jump on to the tool carrier. We'll jump into the combinations for this. On the tool carrier, you'll need to attach your SPC 1230, 12260, and in the SP 12260, the BS 900, which is a 12 meter. That requires, the 1230 is a 12 meter that requires 70 horsepower. The 12260 is a 12 meter applicator that requires 80 horsepower. That goes 9 miles an hour. The 1230 goes 10. Then you have the BS 900, requires 100 horsepower and is 9 meters and goes 9 miles an hour. You hook these up to the back of your distributor, and then through the arm that you can see out the back, that is what hooks up to your hose. Now, I do have precision on because we're going to be testing that out here in a little bit. You can add the manure sensing on, which I'll go and add that real quick. Then over here we have the water pump. It just used to fill up water. I mean, it's pretty basic, simple, easy to understand. And you have the separator. separates your solids from your liquid manure. You can use it as bedding or fertilizer. I mean, you guys can read up top. Needs to be stationed near a liquid manure tank, trailer, or trigger. So there's that. Then over here you have your umbilical hose, or just your hose. Comes in 100 meters, 200, 3, 4, and 500 meter lengths. You can choose your color, which if you want to have everything color coordinated to kind of know where things are going, I would recommend that. It makes life a little bit easier. Then you have the wrench, which I already own, but use this to connect your hoses together. All right. So that is all the equipment that comes with the pack, which as you guys can see. Now let's talk about all the placeables, because there's a lot. Okay, you come over here into your build menu, go over to silos, and we'll start off with your liquid manure tanks, which are these two right here. You have several different styles, some with roofs, some without. They all just keep getting bigger and bigger. I mean, you can get some pretty big hefty boys over here. They're kind of pricey. I mean, depending. I mean, just for manure storage, they're a little pricey. But everything else is over here in productions in your factories. Now you have your stationary separators, which again, they just separate the solids from the liquids. You have 3 of those. One, I believe with this one, you have to have a manure tank, or no, you have to have a trailer or something beneath it so it will work. Then here you have a little bit of storage for a separator. Then you have a bigger storage for a separator. And we'll move over here into the fermenters, which I already have this one back here, which you got the fermenter 20M, 26M, and the 30M, which, I mean, they just put out more and do more work. Then we'll move over to your cogeneration plants. It makes electricity. That's all it does. Don't let it. Takes methane in and converts it to electricity, and then you sell the electricity. You have the Agenitor 408, whatever you want to call it, Avis 500 Plus, and the Avis 800B. These are a little expensive, not gonna lie. Also, if you guys notice up top, it kind of tells you where everything is and how kind of like close it is. We'll talk about like how close everything is here in a few minutes after we're done going through everything else. But now you have your bunkers or your fermenter or whatever you want to call them. Now you have to be a certain distance away, and if, as you guys can clearly see, it has an arm that'll pop up and attach to the fermenter, which I find to be kind of cool. Now, many different shapes and sizes. Also have a drive-in bunker, which, as you guys can see, looking down here, the front gate opens and you can drive in and dump right into it. Then over here you have your gas torch. It burns excess methane. I mean, that's all it really does. It really isn't much to it. It just burns the methane. Unfortunately, we don't get a flame. It'd be kind of cool if we did, but we don't, which that's okay. The other 2 things that we have are these, I don't know, concrete barriers? What do you want to call it? Just a couple. Like, we've got an EU version and a US version. I use them both. They are what they are. But now, let's get into talking about those lines. Oh, wrong screen. There we go. Come on. All right. Now, you can come in here. You can buy your sugar beets, your silage, your manure, your slurry. You can buy all that, which is going to cost you a little bit of money, but if you don't have it, you don't have it. If you want to keep the BJA running, there you go. Easy enough. Fermenters, which all that is talking about is this big boy right here. All right, that's your fermenter. means tells you it's running perfectly. Your bunkers, which are these two right here, tells you how your bunkers are running, and they're running at their limits because I may have filled them up to max capacity. Cogeneration plants. Apparently it's not running, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna play with that one too much. I mean, we're not going through time right now, so the methane's kind of getting burned off, I believe. So I'm not exactly sure what like gives you like your percentages wise. I haven't dug enough into it to figure that part out, but it is what it is. And then your torch tells you whenever your torch is active and how much, I'm guessing, how much excess methane you're burning. Now, that's kind of the slim basics and how much I understand of this. Also, you come over here. Now, I'm on an Xbox controller. Oh. You can turn on your separator, which is kind of cool. Kind of separates everything out. You'll get a nice little pile built up here. I'm not exactly sure what to do with this stuff yet, but we're gonna find out. Now, hoses and getting everything set up. Here's where the fun begins. Now, earlier we were talking about water. This little water pump, jump in it, turn it on or activate it. As you can see, if I can get in here, we're filling up with water. It's kind of like a free little water point, which, I mean, we're going to be playing with some other time. Kind of see what we can do with it. It is costing us some money, unfortunately, but whatever you, I mean, if you don't want to run around and constantly have to fill up with water, it's a good alternative. Now, when it comes to the water improves, like your umbilical cord or hose. It improves your hose health, basically. It makes it to where you don't get it clogged as quickly, everything else, and it just kind of makes everything just run a little bit better. At least that's what I'm understanding. Now, I could be wrong, and if I am, I am. But we'll take this now that we are full of water. We'll come over here, fill it up with some slurry. Oh, no, I don't want digestate. Pretty sure I put slurry in one of these. Nope, just digestate. Okay, cool. That's fine. All work the same. Could have swore I put slurry in that. Huh. Oh well. Come on, fill up. Alrighty. Alright, we are full of digestate, which is good. We're gonna run over here, drop this down. We're gonna leave the tractor attached. Actually, we're gonna spin this around because the hose will connect to the right-hand side, right up front. All right, tractor's still there. Let's grab you. I'm gonna grab the one with the John Deere manure scent, since we are using precision. Now we will unfold this. Now the easiest way to tell the difference between which ones need this and which ones don't. Look right here. No cutout. No cutout. There's a cutout, and then there's a cutout, but this one technically doesn't need a cutout. I'm pretty sure this one still Yeah, the BS900. Yeah, that one still works for this. There we go. So, and I'm pretty sure the 900 is a disc. It's not just a solid applicator. So, oh, come on. Really? Really? Fine. Fine, we won't use you. Alright. We're now connected up to, whichever one this is. 1230. Worked just fine. Open the Maxim. And when it comes to using the hoses, it's a little complicated at first. Or not complicated, but it can get a little confusing, I should say. We'll come over here. Grab this. We'll turn on our help menu. Start our hose transfer. Now, left bumper and B, since I'm on a Xbox controller. Or left bumper up on the pad. And then down, we'll start unwinding. We will just unwind it. Now, if you have dropped your hose too close, you can attach it, or too far away. Attach it, bring it over here, drop it back down. Now left bumper Y will reattach. We could switch over to our applicator. Run over our hoses because that is always really good for your hose. Back up. And you can attach. Now I'm going to get this little guy out of the way. As you can see, everything's folded out. And drop it down. Oh, wait. Huh. Oops, we grabbed the wrong one. See, I'm not perfect. 1230. I thought the 1230 worked with it. Says it does. Oh well. We'll remedy this right now. Take you over there. Now, bring you up over here. You won't let me get in my tractor. There we go. Hold you out. Now, since I do have precision activated, make sure. There it is. Get your soil information. Now, you see that tells you that this is not running. So we'll come over here. Activate the pump. Now, as you can see, we are applicating our slurry. But we're still mighty close to all of our storage. Okay. So why don't we go and we'll move over to our field over here, which is, I mean, that's why you would have that, right? We can go pick it up. Okay, fold up. Detach your umbilical hose. And move over real fast. Now, if you want to keep this simple and easy, for at least moving everything around and you don't have to have another vehicle, you can attach this little reel up front. You'll attach your umbilical hose to it. Change to winding. Then I have too many things up here and I can't read fast enough. Oh, you have to come over here, detach from here. Then you can wind up your hose. Now, this isn't a lot of information, I know, but then same way that you unwound your hose, you can wind it up. Now, I'm not trying to be extremely knowledgeable on this because there's a lot to it. I'm just trying to give you guys enough to where you can get the job done and also kind of figure it out on your own. Because, let's be honest, it's always easier and a lot more fun to figure it out on your own. But for moving fields, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. I enjoy it. I'm pretty happy about this. This is gonna add a whole new level to the game, and I can dig it. Now, next time, we'll see what this separated manure does for, well, on precision, and does for your fertilizing. See how much you can get off of it. Now, if you guys are interested in the Pumps and Hoses DLC, there's be a pinned comment down below and also in the description. Make sure you guys use code 4B Gaming, and we'll use code 4B Gaming, and that'll kind of help out the channel. So, yeah, with that, you guys be good at it. Hopefully you guys are excited for this DLC. I am. And I'll see you all later.